Right, I'm going to try it. I'm just trying something wet. Hello and welcome to the United Stand. Happy New Year to everybody. And this is our Manchester United versus Newcastle preview. Hope you're all doing very well. Problems with a bit of the connection there, but hopefully it's working okay now. Just currently on a little bit of a break at the moment. And yeah, we'll be back to normal tomorrow. But I don't know about hanging up your stocking on the wall. I'm hanging on the wall after last night, feeling a little bit rough. But Newcastle versus Manchester United tomorrow. I just want to start it off with a little bit because Paul Pogba's on the thumbnail. And there's this thing about Claude Makelele saying about Pogba's celebrations and how it's, you know, it's not very good and it's sort of derogatory to the opposition. And I just think, wow, God, the bullying of Pogba needs to stop. He sells stories, doesn't he? And it's ridiculous how it just keeps going on all the time. And I think that at the end of the day, just stop it, really. Let him crack on and do his own thing. And I think he's doing fantastically well under Solskjaer at the moment. And that's absolutely great. So, you know, hope he does well. Hope he does well. But at the end of the day, Manchester United tomorrow against Newcastle. Newcastle have won 2-1 in their last 5 games, lost 2, drawn 2. Liverpool smashed them 4-0. I think it's a massive game for Manchester United. Yeah, Happy New Year to Johnson, Neondo. Happy New Year to everybody. Hope you're all having a really good New Year. Hope you liked the Transfer Daily this morning, by the way. That'll be live every morning at 7 a.m. plus other transfer news. Just looking on the latest transfer news, a little bit of positivity about Koulibaly actually. Koulibaly said see you soon on a post to Pogba. I mean, why they'd see each other soon? They're not from the same nation. They're not playing for the same club. So maybe they're going to get, you know, maybe there's something in that. Early days, tentative about that. And Ozil said he's not coming to United, which is absolutely fantastic to me. But Alexis Sanchez will play tomorrow for Manchester United in the Newcastle game. Can't wait for that. Obviously, I'll be back for the watch along with that. With Marcus, the dream team's back together. Fan cams ongoing. But we got to win tomorrow. We've got to win tomorrow. Arsenal got Fulham today. They'll win. I don't know who Chelsea have got, but they must be at home because they've had 2 away games, which they've won, to be fair. And that 8-point gap is not going to come down. But I think in relation to the fight for top 4, I must keep reiterating that it is a battle for top 4 that we are in, but we can't afford any slip-ups. And 3 wins in a row in the Premier League is impressive. Not, you know, obviously a team like Manchester United should be doing that, but it's not something we've done for quite a while. We beat Newcastle tomorrow. That's 4 wins in a row. Last season we went to Newcastle and we lost with a decent team under Mourinho. So there's no guarantees in this game for United, and that's what we need to be wary of. There's no guarantees that we'll win this game tomorrow, and I think that it's going to be a little bit tougher than people are probably expecting, but I do think we'll be all right. I think we'll be all right. And I think Sanchez, listening to what Gunnar Solskjaer was saying in his press conference, real positivity yet again. Talking, you know, we've had Sir Alex Ferguson. Adrian Gorcio, thanks for the contribution. He says, if somehow we manage to get Koulibaly, who would you prefer to put alongside him in centre-back? For me, it's Lindelof. I'm going to give him my predicted lineup in a minute. But, you know, I love this sort of... I think since Sir Alex Ferguson retired, there's been a taboo around Manchester United about, oh, you know, you've got to move on, forget the greatest manager in the world and move on. It's about, you know, Moyes cleared the backroom staff out, Plonker of the Year award. And, you know, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had Sir Alex Ferguson back at the training ground on Saturday before the game against Bournemouth. I mean, you know, he is his idol, he is his sort of guru. That's good. Everybody involved in United knows United, whether it's McKenna, Carrick, Phelan, Dempsey, who's been brought in by Solskjaer himself. They're all United people, and they all know what United's all about. And I think that is massively important. I mean, why we've sort of steered away from that over the last 6 years, I don't know. I don't really get it. Why did we do that? Oh, you know, it's time for something new. Well, no. United goes back to the 50s about this brand of football, this attacking football, and that's basically what Ollie's doing, and I think that's why the players are responding to it. And I'm genuinely very excited about what's going to happen at Manchester United. I think there's going to be activity in the transfer window. Obviously, watch Transfer Daily. The best place for transfer news for United is on the United Stand. It always has been. But on top of that, I feel like Alexis Sanchez is a new signing for Manchester United as well. He is like a new signing for United because we signed him a year ago. He's never hit the ground running, and here he is, you know, coming back into a team where Ollie's saying that he's pumped up in training, he's up for it in training, he's raring to go. He wanted to play against Bournemouth, but they didn't feel he was quite ready. You know, real positivity. And I think that for me, Rashford's the number 9, Martial's the left-sided attacker, and that right-sided position's up for grabs. And, Lingard's doing well, but prime Sanchez is always going to be better than prime Lingard. And maybe if we can, it's a big if, but if we get prime Sanchez, what a boost to the squad that is. What a boost it is. And I always think that Lingard's a fantastic player off the bench with the last 20 minutes as well. Not to mention Lukaku, came on, scored a goal. Whatever you say about Lukaku, and I'm not, I don't think you can win a title with Romelu Lukaku as your number 9. I really, really don't. But what I would say is that he will score 30 goals. He will score 30 goals in a Manchester United team. He did it last season. If he was up front for us, he'd score 30 goals. But Rashford, for me, is the number 9. It's the same reason Martial needs to play on the left. They've got something special about them. They're in their early 20s, and I think they're really, really, really good players. The midfield is sort of taking care of itself. I still stand by what I've said before. I mean, let me do the predicted lineup for this game. I think United will win. I'm going to go with a 3-1 win. I don't think we can keep clean sheets at the moment, which is a problem, but I think we will win 3-1 again. We're just Newcastle are going to... I mean, how are Newcastle going to set up? It's Benitez. They'll be well organised. They'll try and keep it tight. But they haven't won at home since November the 10th. And I've got so many opportunities in our team at the moment that if we go in there, perform, get the mindset right. United's problem always under Mourinho and Van Gaal and Moyes was that I never knew what we were going to get because the mindset was sometimes fantastic. You looked at the second half against Man City and it was brilliant. The Etihad last April. And then you go the following week to West Brom, and I think that encapsulated United in the last 6 years for me. 2-0 down to Man City. They're going to win the title last April. We come out in the second half, we win it 3-2. We show what we're all about, and then the next week home to West Brom, who we're going to get relegated, and we lose 1-0 with the same set of players. And that's always been United's problems: consistency, mindset, motivation. Solskjaer is a man manager. He's changed that. We've got big tests to come. He knows we've got big tests to come. We've definitely got big tests to come. But I think the mindset has changed at Manchester United. It's really important. I mean, Sophie says the clean sheet doesn't really bother me. I agree with you. I don't think we need to. We know what. I don't know what that Logan Paul thing is. I think, as I said, Ollie's mindset is never going to let those standards drop, and I don't think we'll see that inconsistency with United. I think we will lose games, but I think when we lose games in the future, when we do lose games, it's going to be because we're not good enough, and I think that we're not good enough to challenge for the title at the moment. We all know that, but we're certainly good enough to be in top 4, and we've just got to try and keep winning, and I think we'll do that against Newcastle. My team is Red Devil. I know where you're at now. I almost did that joke. I said this isn't one of them Paul videos where I go walking around the woods. This is actually just the United Stand preview. Anaban says the United Stand year review was the best thing that happened to me last night. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and if you've not watched it, the year review, it is New Year's Day. You should go and give it a watch. I've watched it twice myself. It just makes me laugh, all the little cutaways. But my predicted team will be De Gea in goal. I think we'll see Valencia tomorrow. He is the club. He's said it is his captain, and I think we will see Valencia at some point. Obviously, it's going to be Phil Jones and Lindelof tomorrow. All right. There you go. And so yeah, I think Phil Jones has got to play tomorrow because we've got nobody else centre back. So Phil Jones and Lindelof. I would hope Luke Shaw at left back, but I think I want to see Delo play, but I think it will be Valencia. Matic, Herrera and Pogba in the midfield. That for me, thanks MG2Key for the contribution, that for me is the one that we need to improve probably in the summer, the midfield. I think Pogba's been brilliant, but I do think that Herrera and Matic, if you want to win a title, one of them needs changing. Into the front three, I don't think Sanchez starts. I think Sanchez will be on the bench, and I think it will be Lingard, Martial and Rashford, which I'm happy with, and I think we'll see Sanchez coming on at some point. So that will be good. And as I said, I think a 3-1 win is comfortable for United. I'm still a little bit concerned, as I said as well, for anybody who's joined a little bit late, that you've got Claude Makelele. He probably played under Mourinho, didn't he? French player, going in on Pogba, saying that his celebrations are derogatory to the opposition. I mean, to be honest with you, if I was the opposition and Pogba was dancing, it might motivate me to try harder. So Pogba's playing a dangerous game if that is how people feel about it. But to be honest with you, people have been doing funny celebrations for years. I just think that's absolutely ridiculous, to be honest with you. Let Pogba do his thing. What's it? 4 goals in 2 games, 2 assists in the game before that. You've got all his haters saying, "Oh, it's only Cardiff, it's only Huddersfield, it's only Bournemouth." Well, sorry, we play them 6 times a season out of 38 games. It's only this, it's only that. I can't wait for the Spurs game, because when we played Spurs in the FA Cup semi-final in April, Pogba was the best player on the pitch, and he's got that in his locker to do it. So I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable with what United are doing at the moment. I'm comfortable with where we're going. I'm not getting too carried away, but I'm enjoying the ride, and I think that's the main thing about United at the moment. Let's not get carried away with ourselves. I'm still very concerned about the 8-point gap with Chelsea, but that's not Solskjaer's fault, and I think we've got to be very, very careful about expectations with that, because it's not his fault. It isn't his fault that that gap is so big, and he's starting from, was it 11 points when he took over, so that's already down to 8. Chelsea for me are the ones to watch. I think they look very consistent, and I'm hoping when the Europa League comes back, that becomes a hindrance to them. I think if we win every game between now and the end of the season and lose 2, we'll be in the top 4. I think we can afford to lose 2, but I think you can't afford to lose to Newcastle. I'm thinking more about losing to one of the top 4 teams. We've got to keep the winning going against these sort of teams, and I think obviously we've got Newcastle tomorrow night, then we've got Spurs next in the cup after the FA Cup. Sorry, we've got Spurs in the league after the cup game against Reading, and then I think we've got a few winnable games again, and I'm sure Arsenal are playing Chelsea at some point. So there's opportunities for United, but they've just got to keep winning. They've got to keep winning, and I think we will do that tomorrow. And then I just think it's about momentum. I mean, apparently there are 5 candidates for the manager's job, I read today. Solskjaer is one. The Salzburg manager is another one. Zidane, Pochettino, and Blanc. And to be honest with you, the Salzburg manager's not going to get it. So if it's Solskjaer, Blanc, Zidane, and Pochettino, I'm happy with any of those 4 getting it. The most important thing is that you don't have an Allegri or a Conte or a Simeone. They cannot be there. Happy New Year to the best community on YouTube, says Luca. Well, there you go. Thank you very much to that, Luca. And George Carl gives you a big thumbs up as well. It is the best community, and for the United fans, I think. So yeah, to be honest, I'm looking forward to getting back to back home and getting some of the Discord shows going again, so we can do all that, because it's been a while since we've done that. Lots of things planned in the new year, but realistically, I think it's going to be a very exciting 2019. Obviously, we've done the review. I really enjoyed it. Will you go live if Fellaini goes this transfer window, says Omar Carr. Mate, if Fellaini leaves this January transfer window, I'll go more than live. I'll go live running around naked with my pants around my head. Seriously, I would. I'd be absolutely happy about it, because it's nothing personal. I just don't like that player. And I think he's fundamentally symbolises the problems with United of the last 6 years. And where does he fit in? Where does he fit in anyway? What do we need? A player who is slow on the ball, positional sense poor, passing poor. He's just a long ball merchant. What do we need that for? I don't know. Please, everyone, smash a like on video. This is live actually on my little break, so do drop a like. Let's see if we can get 1,000 likes. Give us your score predictions as well. Spending New Year with Fellaini's family. Yeah, there they are, look. All these ancestors as well. And some of them have helped to make this wood surface. Rest in peace, Fellaini's family. But will we do trials this year, Chris? I don't know. There's lots of things that we need to sort out. But reality is, I think that 2019 is going to be good. And I'm pleased with what United are doing on and off the pitch. I think we've got to be very wary, because I think there will be a loss for United, and it's when it comes, and it's how we react to that. The board potentially still an issue. I think they've got to sign players in January. I'm worried about the Andreas Pereira situation as well. That concerns me, because it's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Andreas! But he can leave for summer because he's been mistreated by previous managers. It's good. To me, I haven't even spoken about this, so this is a bit of bonus content towards the end. What I really liked about the Bournemouth game, which was massively symbolic, and I hope Pereira takes it as symbolic, and even if he leaves, it's still symbolic, was that with 10-20 minutes to go, Andreas Pereira comes on for Fellaini. Fellaini's on the bench, but we bring Andreas Pereira on, and I think that is massively symbolic of what Manchester United are going to be under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and hopefully for the future, because we know that even under Van Gaal, under Mourinho, even Moyes, Fellaini would definitely come on, but he doesn't come on. Pereira comes on. I think that's really positive as well. How soon do you think we'll get confirmation of a signing this window, says John Bowen? it's always very difficult in the January transfer window because Sanchez didn't happen till towards the end, even though it was a deal we were working on for a long time. But I do think that Martial and De Gea will sign new contracts. I mean, potentially they could be waiting to see who the manager is, but I do think they will sign new contracts there. I think Mike Phelan would stay, Cobra, if Ollie stays. But I don't think the club at the moment are really thinking about Solskjaer having the job. I don't think that's it. Timo Werner for Lukaku, fortune, every day of the week. Koulibaly, Lindelof and Bay as the back three, says Christopher. Look, I have watched that Eric Bay red card back. I was little bit drunk when I was doing my match reaction the other day. It was reckless, it was stupid. Yeah, but he's still 10 times better than Phil Jones, who, as I said, Phil Jones is just like, he couldn't survive a nuclear war. He just seems to, I'm sure he'll be signing a new contract soon. Then again, if he wasn't fit at the moment, then who would we play? Koulibaly signed the new deal with Napoli. Does this end the speculation? Mark De Volta. I think he signs that new deal back in September, so it doesn't end the speculation at all. If he just signed it, maybe, but I don't know. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Please do drop a like on the video. We will have Transfer Daily going up for you at 7 AM tomorrow, and then obviously if anything happens during the day, I'll do another video for you. But just wanted to do a quick preview, and what else? Back to normal tomorrow. Watch alongs and everything like that. But thanks everyone for watching. Make sure you watch Transfer Daily, and that'll be going up at 7 AM tomorrow as well. Speak to you soon.